Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Pacific Tomb, and I just finished watching Superman and Shazam: Return of the Black Adam on Netflix, and it's basically a compilation of Marvel movies or DC movies that are on Netflix. If you guys have Netflix on the Xbox, I suggest you go check them out. And this isn't something that has that I haven't thought about before. I've actually thought about this before in numerous cases, and it's been something that has been instilled in every Marvel DC comic, be them certain heroes. And I've noticed that it's only to certain heroes that this is actually this little characteristic or this certain career choice or path is chosen, and it's the fact that superheroes don't kill people, and when they do, it's always either an accident or it's out of some sort of vengeance. But in this one, basically Superman and Shazam are fighting against the Black Adam, and it's like the last like 10 minutes or 5 minutes of the movie, and Shazam goes ham on this dude. Like, he goes completely ape, and he's beating the mess out of Black Adam, pounding him into the ground. Every hit into this dude you see is like a shockwave. And I'm thinking, as he's beating this dude up and he's about to break his neck with like one giant hand, he's about to break his neck, and Superman is like, don't do it. I'm like, now why? See, why don't superheroes kill people? And if I were a superhero, would I kill people? Heck yeah, I'd be killing them bad guys all day, every day. If you guys have watched the Transformers series, Optimus Prime rips people's faces off. Like, he tore people's faces off. He shot Megatron in the face in Revenge of the Fallen. He ripped open Blackout's face in Revenge of the Fallen. Jumped on him and he said, "Get." He took the Fallen's face off. He stabbed him in the chest, bent the spear up over his face, ripped this. He even said, "Give me your face." So he ripped his face off and then punched a hole in his chest and ripped out his spark, his heart. Why is it that Batman can't do that? Why is it that Batman can't let somebody die? Why is it that Superman can never kill somebody? It's like every time when he tried to beat Apocalypse, he couldn't beat Apocalypse. When he tried to beat Lex Luthor, he can never kill Lex Luthor. Now, depending on what depending on what comic arc I'm talking about, I'm basically talking about the movies that you guys have seen. The Marvel movies and the DC movies that you can get on Netflix or you can torrent. I'm just like, what's the deal? What's the big deal? If I were a superhero, I would understand that these people are evil. Evil needs to be destroyed. You can't negotiate with evil. It's just like negotiating with terrorists. You don't negotiate with terrorists because at the end of the day, they're still gonna saw your head off with a butter knife. What's the point in negotiating with evil people, and evil period? Like, I think about Batman versus the Joker. Batman has beaten the Joker within an inch of his life. Every single movie, every single comic. But he's never killed him. Why? Why is that? Now, if you guys have watched Excal's playthrough, obviously Batman lets the Joker die. That's the end. That's the end of Arkham City if you guys are playing it. I don't understand why he doesn't let he never killed him earlier. The Joker has been responsible for the deaths of thousands of people. That's a lot of people. He done blown up people, poisoned people, shot people, stabbed people, slit people's throats. Why couldn't he kill him? The same thing with the Dark Knight. He couldn't kill him in the Dark Knight. All he had to do was let a shoestring loose, and it would have been game over. The Joker would have been no more, and it would have been done. There would have been no more suffering. People wouldn't have to suffer at the hands of the Joker anymore. People wouldn't have to suffer at the hands of Black Adam, Lex Luthor, or whoever. I've always wondered, why good guys can't kill the bad guys. You're a good guy. You're always supposed to kill the bad guy. That's how it goes. I mean, let's see. What happened at the end of Transformers, the last one? Optimus Prime shot Sentinel Prime in the face. shot him in the chest, and then shot him in the face, and decapitated Megatron. Now, Optimus Prime embodies everything that is good. Like, he's just 30 feet. He's 30 feet tall of nothing but mechanical chrome and spark and all that is sugar, spice, and everything nice. He kills people left and right. He'll rip your face open. He'll shoot you in the chest. But why is it that Batman and Superman couldn't kill anybody? Why is it that Catwoman couldn't kill anybody? I've always wondered. I've always wondered why superheroes can't do it. I would be I'd do it. Please, if I had to choose between, the Joker and the lives of thousands of people, I'm pretty sure that I would choose the lives of thousands of people. You can't spare one life for 1,000 lives. I don't know if I said that right. I don't believe I did. But I'm pretty sure you guys get the concept of the point of what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to risk 1,000 people's lives just to let one person go. All he's going to do is break out and do the same thing over and over and over again. And, that's just it. That's just it's just what I've been thinking about. And that's basically how I think about it. What would you guys do? Would you guys, if you were good guys, if you were a Superman or a Batman, could you kill? And would you? And why? Would you use the same reasoning that I would, because they're evil and the evil can't be negotiated with and evil has to be destroyed? Or would you use the reasoning that you have to be better than them? You can't stoop down to their level. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Don't forget to leave a comment telling me what you would do. That was a 48 and 10. I'm out. Deuces.